Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LRS Prototype Series. We're here for round 5 out of 10. That is none other than Silverstone for the Phantom Auto Silverstone race. Of course, it's going to be a one-time, just because we're going to change the schedule. But I'll get more into detail about that later on in the race. But currently, as we're taking a look at the standings, Linz in first with 40 points, Zach in second, Shani in third, Audi in fourth, and Danny in fifth, making that the LMP1. For LMP3, however, it is Blue up front with 11 points, Purple second, Renachi in third, Doricon in fourth, Alex Sky in fifth, Ellie in sixth, me in seventh, and KL6 all the way in eighth. As we are about to get ready start the race, keep an eye out for the next two races, those being the Spa-Francorchamps race, the Ackerman Autos Spa race, and Le Mans, LRS at Le Mans, where we're going to be racing at Circuit de la Sarre for a multitude of laps. We're going to be racing over there, so keep an eye out on those two races. Of course, I don't know how they will be racing, but it'll be fun to see, of course. There's always a first time for everything. We're about to get ready to take a look at these guys qualifying. We start off with none other than Artie, or Zach, excuse me. We start off with Zach, long driver in the mind. As we look at Zach getting ready to start his lap, we also Blue the Demon coming out. Both the leaders, the championship, or well, Zach is a second, but Blue, the LMP3 championship leader. Of course, the LMP3 drivers, if they happen to win, they get to race in LMP1 if they already race in Prototype Series. So that doesn't count for Legends 2. Of course, the drivers who join in on Legends 2 or after Legends 2, they have to race LMP3. But afterwards, they could race in Prototype as such and different series. And the list is already pretty stacked. It's already packed. So we might have to race different series. We might have to open up to a new series. And I'm thinking of either doing a Rallycross series or an IndyCar series. Or just more oval racing, but with Formula cars, because why not? Sounds funny as hell. It's possible, especially with a set of courses. It's possible. There's a fly in my room, and then again, either way, look at that. Multiple drivers getting ready to start their laps, including KL6 right here, the driver far at the bottom of the barrel in the standings. Not a great sight to see, but let's see if he could turn it all around here today at Silverstone as Zach starts his lap with 2:03, 3:32. Of course, crossing the line, but that's just the starting line. Of course, Blue the Demon here on home soil. Of course, this is of course the Silverstone race has the main title sponsor. Or the main title, and that's his cars. Of course, the Phantom Autos and Phantom Motorsports itself is here with the Phantom Auto Silverstone race. So if Blue does not perform, then that'll be devastating. But if he does perform super well, if he gets a podium, that'll be great to see, especially in front of the British crowd. As Zach gets over the cops. a multitude of drivers crossing the line so far. So looking at Artie here, the number 11. Of course, Artie's racing here in prototype has been horrible. However, in GT, Artie did go very far down. Or no, he did not. Of course, the previous race he did, because this is his second. This is pretty much the second endurance race he's doing in today, and he ended up second. He ended up on the podium in the Nordschleife crown. Of course, he didn't win the Nordschleife crown. That was won by Shiny, which is a super incredible result for the Lamborghini driver. But Artie, who drove one of the shittiest cars, shows that that car low-key has some potential. So I don't know if he could do the same magic to the Porsche, but it would be great if he could do that here today as he crosses the line. Or he's not about to cross the line yet, I think. No, not yet. But currently, we already have a time set of 150.343 from Zach. And Blue in second with a 208.655, making that the LMP1 and the LMP3 times that all these drivers have to beat here. Of course, KL6 that we were looking at, and now Linz that we're looking at. Linz in Formula. He let me see where he ended up. He ended up all the way in 8th, so he did end up in the points margin, as opposed to last time in Canada, where he ended up all the way at the bottom in 15th. At least he doesn't end up here in 15th. I think he's gonna hit the podium here, unless shit will hit the fan. But I doubt it for the Audi drivers. And of course, we're looking at Shiny, the three-time race winner so far, has won the Daytona GT race, has won the Bahrain Nights Endurance race, and also won the Nordschleife crown, all in 2 days. And now let's see if she could bring another trophy back home. And I have said this during the MCs or the M Pro era of LRS. Shiny is a driver you should keep an eye on. She has power and skill like no other, as Danny Elliser currently has the pole time here, 147.593. So maybe it will go well for the Porsches here today, but I did not want to give commentators curse either. Violet Sky, the driver who, of course, won the Bahrain GT race, and she also won. Violet also went on to win the Bahrain Nights in prototype. Of course, she won that race too in the LMP3 category, and of course there's multiple. It's a second win on Bahrain itself, which is super incredible to see. And Violet recently did not do super well at the Nordschleife. Nah. No, she didn't do terrible. She actually did pretty well. She ended up 10th, so she did get herself some points. Danny Ellis crosses the line. Well, does he cross? No, he does not cross the line. Wrong line. I keep mixing it up with the old start-finish line. Shiny currently is second, and both the Audis at the bottom. Very, very, very interesting. Both the Audis all the way at the bottom. And if Shiny manages to put her car in between the Audi boys at the standings, Toyota might stay in LMP1. So we might have a Toyota versus Audi battle then, instead of Audi only. Because the Audis are extremely dominant, but the Toyotas have shown, or the Toyota driver Shiny has shown that that car has potential. We've seen it on multiple occasions. Dory Coda we're looking at right here, the number 24, driving for NVMT, and Dory himself ended up in second at Watkins Glen. A beautiful result for the 24. And of course, we're looking at another driver who ended up second in their race earlier today. That is Artie. Of course, I said it. Second in Nordschleife. Right behind the number 1, who is currently in second in the standings. It is none other than Shiny at the moment. We're looking at the 44 Vernacci. And Reina, of course, actually got herself some points. Ended up 9th in the Nordschleife race. In the Nordschleife crown. Got 9th position over there. So, not anything super, but great to see that the 44 manages to stay strong like that. As the qualifying session here at Silverstone is about to come to an end. We are currently taking a look at the remaining cars crossing the finish line. Nico crosses the line. No changes towards the standing so far in LMP1. In LMP3, however, there is a big change. How about Linz crosses the line? No improvement from him. Blue the Demon, the driver who started up front and is also, of course, the championship leader in LMP3. Let's see where he will end up. Let's see if he can improve and can get ahead of either of the 3 drivers, the 13, the 94, or the 18. Let's see if the 25 is able to do such a crazy action here at Silverstone. To cross the line. No improvement. This is going to be a bit of a tough battle for him, but I definitely think he has it in him to do so. Was that time marks over there? Just see that? Hold on. But we'll see that again. We'll see that again as Chaos 6 is about to come over to the start finish line in a bit. I think that was like tire. Yeah, somebody crashed here, I think. Oi. Well, either way, Kill 6 crossing the line and no improvement from him. Making that Artie. Hold on. Making that Denny Elzer, Shiny, Artie, Linzek, LMP3 or LMP1. So about to go green, 34 laps. We also have Miu, Violet Sky, Purple, Blue the Demon, and Ellie. But Ellie immediately overtaken. Meanwhile, Shiny and both the Audi boys immediately swerving in. Danny Ellis already having a bit of difficulty. Violet Sky getting ahead of Purple right there. Blue the Demon fighting, going 3-4 wide over there, I think. Multiple position changes here and there, including Blue the Demon. And yeah, it is a tough battle here. So we have multiple cars trying to go through the first turn. But everything is going okay so far, and I'm glad it is. So look at Ellie in 4th. Blue the Demon manages to get himself into the podium so far, but it is round 1 of 34. We still have a long race to go here at Silverstone. Into Hops they go. Danny also trying to go for a move on Linz. And this is going to be a bit of an insane situation here, as we are looking at the 17 trying really hard. You also see the 11 also trying to put pressure on the 43 right there. Shiny in the lead, and now Zach getting ahead of the 17. Whoa, they get really close there. I think that was contact, but I am not sure if that was, as both the Porsche drivers are getting side to side. Now Danielle is on the inside, going too wide into the next turn. Now Audi immediately right there to back Danny up and take that spot away. And they are putting an insane amount of pressure on Audi. And I feel like that pressure is going to be staying for the entire 34 laps here, as Shiny crossed the line for lap 2 of 34. Of course, we're going to be doing our 10 lap race report, but it's, you know, lap 2 out of 34. Gotta wait till lap 10 before we can do any types of lap reports. And I am curious how chaotic it will be the second that traffic comes into play, as both the Audi boys are together. Zach and Alinsa 23 and 43 both together here in second and third, as Danielle's on the inside. Whoa, what a barbaric move now, side to side onto the straight. And this is where Zach has an absolute free pass thanks to the Audi's top speed being incredible. And the Porsches are going to be struggling at Circuit de la Sarre. 100% they'll struggle at Circuit de la Sarre. And the beautiful thing about this is the group is close together. It's not like everyone's like super separate. I mean, Linz and Shiny, but like the Porsche drivers are actually in contention for a podium. Of course, I won't immediately say, oh, these guys could get a podium. I want to see how it plays out before I'm gonna make assumptions like those. Now Zach trying to get ahead of his teammate Linz. Does not work. He's gonna back out, and now Danny Allister. I think this is gonna make Zach super furious, as Danny now manages to get ahead of the 43, and now Audi also trying to get ahead of Zach. Hey, that was Zach trying to get on the inside here. And this is going to be an incredible battle we're going to see for multiple laps. Meanwhile, in the LP3, we're looking at KL6 getting into the top 5. Oh, almost contact over there with Reina. 60 and the 44 almost made contact. They got super close. Thankfully, both of them shot away and did not make contact. That would have been horrible to see. And I think Danny actually manages to hold Zach back. That is incredible. I mean, hats off to the 17, because those Audi cars are absolutely brutal. Danny in second? Hello? Can we go to LMP1, please? I want to see what's going on. That must be an absolute hellfest happening over there. Yo, that must be an absolute fight happening, war over there. Thank you. Back to the LMP1, because good God, there's a lot going on here. As we now we have a Porsche on the podiums. It is the day has struck that a Porsche is on the podium. I did not want to call too soon, because I mean, it's like lap 4 out of 34. We literally have 30 more laps to go. So anything could change within those 30 laps. I do not want to celebrate too soon, but just the side of that is already screenshot worthy, to say the most. That's already screenshot worthy. And Shiny more than comfortably in the lead here. Looking great for the Toyota here today. And it is not looking fantastic for the Audi here today, surprisingly. After their fierce domination, there's a bit of a there's a bit of a pullback from them. And there's like, okay, so the Porsche and Toyota are now like bullhorning. They're trying to bullhorn the Audi drivers, as Linz is in third, Audi in second, but now a series of turns are gonna be happening. And this is where things could change as Audi goes super wide. He has no fears. I think none of the Porsche drivers have fears when it comes to these cars and the turns. They go as inner as possible. They go as outer as possible to try and get ahead of one another. Meanwhile, the LMP3 cars all have to come over and I think the LMP1 cars are about to catch the LMP3 cars. Yeah, I think they will. Shiny might be the first one out of all of them to do so. And oh, Blue losing his podium spot, losing his third spot to Dorikoto. And you definitely see the way he's driving. He wants a spot back. He is heated behind the wheel so far. Reina trying to get away, or trying to get ahead of Blue, trying to take that spot away on the inside there. Now the 44 ahead. Now Zach tried to make a move on Audi, did not work. Danny Elliser doing super good so far, far away from any of the Audi drivers. So I think he has solidified himself to be far enough to stay in no man's land for the time being, I would say, before possible pit stops might happen. I mean, we are talking about Silverstone. Lots of turns, lots of braking, lots of top speed. So yeah, lots of gas, lots of braking, lots of steering. That's gonna eat up your tires, eat up your fuel. It's gonna eat up your tires, drink up your fuel. There you go. That's a good one. Tap on a little bit of a tap on the shoulder. The 13 of purple currently all the way at the bottom in the LMP3 category. Very unexpected. And purple actually was also at Watkins Glen earlier today for the stock car race, and purple ended up 6th in Watkins Glen. Meanwhile, Ellie GT, the 93, ended up all the way in 18th after a big wreck, including I think her and another driver. But it was very much a nightmare for her. Hopefully this race will go a bit better. Hopefully she can score herself some points. And I am slowly seeing the LMP1 catching up to the LMP3. So soon we will get the LMP3 traffic to come into play here. And we have a driver losing multiple positions here and there. Well, there's a big chunk of drivers over there. Like a group of 5 over there. Oh, that's because Shiny's actually involved. Here we go. Now the driver comes into play, and that's going to be super easy for Shiny because now they're on the straight. So this will come in handy for Shiny. It's about to go into lap 7. Or No way until laps. Shiny's out! Shiny off the track. Stops the car. Unless he tries to get ahead. But the Toyota ruined it all right there. And now into the grass or into the sand. And that is a done deal for the number one who was leading. Oi, 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 oi. Now Danny Allister in the lead. And I think she made contact with purple. Which I think is the whole reason why the whole crash happened. Oi, 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 oi. That's not good. Now Shiny all the way at the back. And this is gonna put a lot of pressure on Porsche as they could possibly get a win here today. But it depends on how Porsche will be doing here. And the question is, will Shiny come out of the pits and join the race? Or is it a done deal for the number one here today? One win already at Nordschleife. Can she get a second win here at Silverstone? I'm afraid she can't. I'm genuinely afraid. I don't even want to think about it. Skipping out on the races, we're looking at already getting really close to the LMP3 right there. Or KL6, the back marker right there. As, whoa! All right, Audi and Zach do a hack in the Schumacher real quick. And as Audi gets ahead of Zach. Ooh. Very difficult as now Zach takes advantage of that back marker and gets ahead. And I think that's it for Shiny. That is it for the number one who is out of the race. Oy, 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 oy. This is not a great way to end the day for the number one. Man, oh man, it went so good. It did go so good. It went so fantastically. And then this had to happen. And the number one was leading so great. And now shit had hit the fan. And now Shiny has to deal. And now has to retire from the race. Very, very unfortunate how this all happened for the number one. But now the bigger question is, can Porsche get themselves either a win or a podium here today? Like, can they get themselves into second? Is the bigger question. Because, of course, they could get themselves a third, obviously. I mean, one of the drivers is a fucking Porsche. But, like, can one of them get either a second or, even better, a race win? That is the big question I have here for Silverstone today, as Audi and Zach at the bottom over there. So cut straight to that battle right here. Zach getting to the side of who I assume is Miyu, but I cannot identify properly. I think that is Miyu. Or is it another driver? Can't tell. No, that is Miyu. Okay. As now all of the LMP1 cars have lapped the LMP3 cars, already hitting a bit of the sausage curb over there. Don't know why that thing's still there, but sure. This Danny is about to go into lap 9 out of 34 here at Silverstone for the Phantom Auto Silverstone race. Oh yeah, you see a lot of tire marks over there. Something has happened over there. Good God. KL6 and blue side to side. Going on to the straightaway. Let's see who's going to prevail coming into the next turn. Who's going to get ahead. Blue definitely getting a lot of speed. And Zach getting ahead of Audi here. Unless Audi knows how to defend. And Audi playing the ultimate defense game here. It's like looking at Kanzi during the Roblox era. That man was an absolute defense demon. And Zach struggling to get that Audi into third. It's still such a bummer that Shiny cannot race. It would have been great to see that happen too. It's about to go into lap 10 for the first time here at Silverstone. We're gonna do the 10 lap race report as we quickly are going to take a look at the standings so far. Danny Allister, starting off with NLP1. Danny Allister in the lead. Of course, it doesn't show like laps gained because he started in pole position, as he of course got overtaken by multiple drivers on the start, and Shiny messed up. Linz got overtaken by Danny himself, and now we also have Linz in second. Did gain 2 positions, as he ended up all the way in 4th. And Artie, meanwhile, sticking to 3rd, but he's definitely trying to stay away as much as possible from Zach, who's currently in 4th, who gained 1 position because Shiny is all the way in 13th, retired from the race after an incident in, I think it was lap 6. She had an incident with an NLP3 car of purple and retired from the race from that crash. So now the big question is, can a Porsche win the race here at Silverstone? Either way, my predictions is Audi overtaking Linz, or Zach overtaking Audi eventually, and Danny still in first. Those are my LMP1 predictions. So about to go to LMP3. We're taking a look at the standings currently, and Miyu, of course, all in 5th, which is supposed to be for the LMP1 cars, but yeah, one LMP1 car decided to call it quits for today. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit difficult. So now Miyu is in the lead by a big chunk, with Violet Sky second and Dorikoto in third. Bernacci in 4th. A pretty good result. Ellie in 5th and Kale6 in 6th. Blue in 7th and Purple all the way in 8th at the bottom. Of course, I do predict that Blue will end up in the top 5 at the end of lap 20. Bernacci overtaking or getting side to side with Violet Sky, and Miyu possibly losing the lead. Those are pretty much my predictions for LMP3, and I would say those are pretty much that's pretty much the 10-lap race report here at Silverstone, as we are about to do this again at lap 20. So until then, just currently taking a look at the 93 of Ellie in 9th overall, but 5th in LMP3. Also looking at Audi close to Linz, One of my predictions coming true at the moment. And the sun is in fact setting. I'm afraid if I'm kind of scared. Does this place have like stadium lights or Silverstone? Did Silverstone ever stadium lights? I'm kind of scared to find out. As Ellie is really close to overtaking Vernacci, it could happen at any of these turns. And Olin's trying to run away from the Porsche. The Porsche are absolutely fucking horrifying on this one. They're absolutely scary. They are terror machines here at Silverstone because the Audi's weak point is turns, but their strong point is like straight line speed. Silverstone is both, but more turns than straight line speed, and of course, the Porsche are absolutely monstrous on the turns. So, yeah, we're having a bit of a difficult situation for Audi here, and Porsche having a chance to get ahead of one another, or get ahead of Audi, as Audi himself tried to get closer to Linz. Did take that second spot for a second, as Linz does get ahead over here. Now Audi on the inside. Beautiful work right there. Now side to side. Can the 11 hold it? No. But now Linz ahead. Audi immediately trying to draft right behind him. He's trying to take that spot away. He's trying to keep that pressure on the Audi that's about to go over to the next couple turns. Audi now close. I am genuinely about to change the camera. I'm going to change the camera. I'm sorry. I need to see this. I do need to see this right now, Chad. I'm sorry. This is interesting as hell because this could change. This could turn up into a Porsche 1-2 if things go incredible. Because Audi keeps staying at Linz in striking distance. And Linz is running away from the 11 as much as possible. And there were the tire marks are shiny. Oh yeah, what a dramatic moment that was. Well, let's see if the camera will click right back to those guys. Stuff are going to happen as Denny comes over and gets caught in the traffic. As the traffic now comes into play for LMP1. Let's see how they will be going against the LMP3. Which drivers are going to easily let it through? Which drivers are going to pull up a bit of a challenge? And which drivers are going to lead by one other driver in LMP1? This could change the entire race here at Silverstone. Oh, Ellie holding back Denny. This could give Linz a big opportunity here. But then he has to be quick because a mistake like that, it won't happen to Linz at all because Linz will have the LMP3s on a straight line as opposed to like turns. Yeah, see now Linz is gonna get over to the LMP3 cars and he could just like straight up go to the right and get ahead. Oh, that looked like already almost made Linz almost made contact with KL6 over there. Now Audi on the inside. Spears that Porsche. How is Linz going to do against the number 11? The Norwegian immediately gets straight on the gas. Takes a spot away. Had to spear his Audi now. As Audi himself is going to try to find a way. Stays right behind the Audi. And let's see how the 11 will be going against the 23. It is very tough, especially with the traffic, the LMP3 traffic that is blocking Audi right there, as Renacci had no other location to go towards and just could not avoid Audi in the slightest, making the battle for him even tougher. And this has definitely bought Linz a bunch of time, as Linz now could calm down and try to hunt down Denny at this point, who is currently all the way in first over 11 seconds. Running in currently no one's land. He's currently in no man's land. So yeah, he's currently in no man's land. He is all alone. So he is doing solid so far. Now Audi and Linz again side to side. I want to see that, please. But I think Linz is going to get ahead again. Unless? No. Linz will get ahead. Oh, it is getting dark here, boys. And those see stadium lights turning on. Uh-oh. Oh, Artie! Artie had a little moment there. And now Zach, he can do it. He could try to turn that. He could try to turn it into a 2-3 for Audi, but Audi choky himself. He needs to be careful with the 43 right behind him. He has to be fast. He has to be quick. He has to catch up to Linz again. But Zach, of course, pushing that LMP1 to its absolute limit and trying to get as close as possible to the Porsche. But Artie himself manages to stay away from the 43. As the headlights are turning on, or as the sun is setting and the headlights are turning on, we are about to be racing under the stars here at Silverstone. There's a lot of damage and dirt on the front of Artie's car. Jesus Christ, dude. Reina really seeking for that third spot, but has been seeking for the third spot for a while now. And Linz, of course, pulling away from Artie. But Artie is not gonna let that phase him. He knows. The turns are where he is the weakest. And he's gonna catch him where he's the weakest, of course. I feel like that's the 11's strategy here at Silverstone. As he gets really close on those turns. Currently the 11 in third, but he's definitely trying to make it a second. And now he's gonna get a bit of pressure from Zach, who's also caught up to the battle here. And now it's gonna be a three-man battle, all for LMP1. Blue getting ahead of Chaos 6, but I think they're set aside. As it is lap 20 of 34. And then we're gonna have our 10 lap race report. Lots has happened in terms of battling, but not so much of position changing. But definitely a lot of battling has been happening. As we take a look at the LMP1 standings, Danny Ellis is still in the lead with over 16 seconds. Or with over 15, I would say. It's not really confirmed if he has over 16 yet. As Linz is catching up, but also losing pace at the same time. Linz in second, of course, Artie in third, Zach in fourth. And with Shiny, of course, at the bottom. As I said beforehand, she crashed and DNF'd from the race. She retired. For LMP 3, however, well, of course, my predictions for LMP 1, Linz in second. Artie in second, sorry. I genuinely think Artie will become second. For LMP 3, however, we have Miyu up front. We have Valeska in second. Dorikoto in third with a total of 6 overtakes. This man has fought his way to the podiums, pretty much. It's beautiful to see. Renachi in fourth. Ellie in fifth. Blue in sixth. Chaos 67 and purple in eighth. Not looking great for the Brit, but hopefully the next race will go better for him. And my predictions for LMP3, I would say Renachi in the podiums. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about the 10 lap race report. Not much has happened, as I said. More so just battling and overtaking battles. And that's why I can't really like give a confirmation on what is happening here and there. It's more so just battling, and not like actual confirmed positioning. So let's see what will happen in after lap 30. And also in between lap 20 and 30, because things might change like crazy. So that will conclude the 10 lap race report, and we'll see you for the last time at lap 30. So currently taking a look at the race here. Blue the Demon all the way in 6. Meanwhile, the Audi drivers or the LMP1 drivers are having difficulty with the traffic as Zach tried to overtake Audi right there, but Chaos 6 was in the way. And I feel like that's been done on purpose. Because now Audi not only lost time to Linz, but now Zach lost time to Audi, splitting the LMP1 pack even more. Is that Reinachi that stands still, or? Oh no, it ain't. I thought there was a car that stood still for a second. I got scared. I can't really see because it's like a pitch fucking black here at Silverstone. And turns out there is some stadium lights. It's kind of like Autopolis. There's stadium lights, but like a few. The rest is all like god awfully dark, pretty much. So 6 gets ahead of, tries to get ahead of Ellie. And the work as Ellie got ahead and held back the 60. And Renacci in the podiums, about to get that second spot as soon as possible. And now he's Miyu being lapped by Zach, and now the LMP1 cars are all split from one another. It's gonna be soon time that we're gonna see the drivers come together again and fight in close quarters until traffic comes into play again. More laps for, well, 11 I would say, 11 and a half, or 10 and a half. Reina planning on overtaking Doricota here, but I think it should be on the straightaway that the 44 will do so. Like right here. 44 will try to get ahead of the 24. Let's see if she's able to. Blue could try to go for an overtake right here on Violet Sky. Definitely does. Now side to side, both of them. And Blue holding back the 94 as much as possible. Takes that spot away from her. And now that fourth spot in the standings is his. He's far into the points, but that should solidify him. He's far away from like really defending his championship, but that could all change within the next couple races, of course. It is still a big season we're talking about. So looking at KL6, the Australian, and now Sekote Renacci trying to still hunt down Doricota, but I think Blue the Demon is also trying to hunt down Renacci at the same time. It is very, very dark here as we have over an hour in both qualifying and the race itself. Hour in. That's how the course is so far. Oh god, already skidding all over the place. This is not good, boys. Yeah, Audie's losing seconds and seconds because of the damage on the floor. But he's still trying to push, no matter the situation, no matter the damage on his car. And I consider that extremely brave from the number 11. Denny Ellis has to deal with traffic, and now this could give Linz an opportunity as we take a look at Linz right here. Oh purple block and Zach, and this is definitely to support Artie right there. Those two have known each other before. So it might just be a favor from a friend of another friend. Reina really trying to hold back Blue as much as possible. Blue turned everything in his skill to get that podium spot. Meanwhile, Zach is close to overtaking Artie at any second. Oh, and that's because of the traffic. Oh, yay, yay. No way. The traffic completely blocked Artie right there. And now it's blocking Zach. So it's given the equal amount of bullshittery to one another. That is a good sign. Zach got ahead of Artie. And now it's gonna be a 2-3 for the Artie boys. And Artie himself must be devastated. He must be disappointed. Now all the pressure, it lays on Denny as we are into lap 30. We're gonna do our last 10 lap race support. As we're currently taking a look, of course, Zach did get ahead of Artie at one point. And now both of them are going to hunt down Denny Allister for the last 4 laps. And Denny, of course, is also been suffering from mechanical issues like on the body and such. We'll see how they'll be dealing with that situation, how the 17 will be doing. Of course, there's 4 more laps to go. He has to hold it up for 4 more laps and hold back Linz and Zach as much as possible before they arrive. So currently in LMP1, of course, that's the thing. And I do think Denny Allister will win the race. That is my prediction for LMP1. For LMP3, however, we have Miu still in the lead by over 12 seconds. She's in her own dimension. Meanwhile, Blue the Demon trying to get ahead of the Renachi, and there was some slight moments where Blue did get ahead of Reina. Of course, the most positions gained was Dori Koto, who was absolutely marching through the field here today. Absolutely showed why he deserves that top spot here, or why he deserves a podium here at Silverstone today. Of course, Shani, who crashed on lap like earlier this race. And now, my predictions for LMP3, I would say blue on podium. Make it that my predictions here for the last time, the 10 lap race report for the last time. Let's see who's going to cross the finish line. Let's take a look at the race here. Take a look at the top two currently on the leaderboard on the left. It is Linz, close to Danny Allister, who is suffering from issues left and right. The car is skidding all across the floor, and this could mean that Linz, he could try to take that spot, but he messed up, and this could give Danny Allister some more time to run away. This could possibly give Danny enough time and buy him enough time to hold Linz back for the time being and try to hold back that spot. You saw how much he was struggling trying to hold back Linz, but Linz really did manage to get close to him really quickly. But of course, that's not because Linz is super fast with the cars, it's because the Porsches are dying at the moment. They are struggling big time as we speak. Either way, taking a look at the Blue the Demon getting close, and also Linz getting even closer. And this is going to be the part. Oh! Now Linz on the outside. Now it's up to straight line speed. Linz get ahead. Danny holding back Linz. Linz still trying to hold back on the outside there. Has to stay to the back of Danny Allister. And Linz, I think, has the lead now. Linz took the lead. Fuck. All right. God damn it. Well, there goes my predictions. Looking at purple so far, also trying to get himself into, well, it's not even the top 10 anymore because they're out. Or it's not even the top 5, it's the top 6 at this point. They're trying to get in. Blue, however, he's trying to get himself into the podium as he tries to get closer and closer to Renacci. Yeah, the Porsches are going away. It is definitely the Porsches that are going to get away at the end of this season or for next season. The Porsches are dipping, but the Toyotas are staying. Because, come on, the Toyotas are actually super competitive against the Audis. Maybe not on the straights, but definitely on the sharper turns here and there. And Zach, he's going to overtake Denny soon. As Denny, you can see how much he's struggling with that Porsche right now. He's not even trying to, he's trying everything in his power to hold back Zach, but it's just impossible. It's just a force so fast. Like, it's incredible if he could get that second spot, but you see the car sparking everywhere. It is not going to work for Danny Allister. Unfortunately, I was so hyped to see like an underdog win, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen. As Zach did overtake Danny, and now Danny trying to fight back. Hello. but I think it's not gonna be a big fight either way. I think it's just gonna be on a straight line. Zach overtakes, and Danny Osser, unfortunately, will not get that podium or race win here. So waving white flag. One more lap to go. Yeah, as I said, on the straightaway, and here's Zach in second. Oh my God, Danny! He is doing everything in his skill to at least put up a historical moment here for Porsche. If a race win in it, then at least a second spot podium. But I think that's it for Danny Ellis. I think that is all he had in the car. He cannot do much more anymore as Zach, they get ahead. And this must be heartbreaking for the 17 after such an insane run. In the first all the time, the car started having issues, and now the Audis are going to prevail, unfortunately. But either way, me is doing fine so far. Blue still trying with all his power to get ahead of Renacci here. And he's just struggling to get ahead. But Linz, as both the Audi drivers, they started off horribly earlier today. But at the end of the day, it is going to be a 1-2 for the Audis as they cross the line and take the victory here at Silverstone. With Zach coming home in second, and Denny, despite all of the battling he has done, coming home in third, and already limping his last bit of the Porsche to the finish line here. It's very unfortunate that that happened to Linz here today. Or to Denny, sorry. Very unfortunate that that happened to Denny. But hey, it's racing. It happens, pretty much. It happens. You cannot be like, oh no, stop, Denny wins. He cannot do that. It's just how racing happens. Either way, congratulations once again to the Audi drivers who are back on the top step again. But the Porsche in the podiums for the LMP1, that is a good sign. As we take a look at Miyu, about to cross the line. The number 18 will now see the victory lane here at Silverstone. And this is Miyu's, I think, first ever race win in LMP3. Dorigo coming home in second, and Renacci managing to hold back Blue and take that third spot. Blue in fourth, and Violet in fifth, at least a top five, which is good for Blue. Ellie in sixth, Purple in seventh, and KL6 coming home in eighth, with Shiny, unfortunately, DNF. So the top five, it was Linz, Zach, Denny, Audi, and Shiny. Or well, it was Linz, or LMP1, Linz, Zach, Denny, Audi, Shiny. And for LMP3, It was Midori, Irena, blue, violet, Ellie, purple, KL6, shiny. Or KL6, not shiny. Fast lap was made by Shiny, however. As we're currently taking a look at the standings, Lynn's completely doing a clean sweep here. Of course, 50 points. As we're about to go into race 6, round 6. Zach is second, Danielle is actually in third, and Artie in fourth. For Shiny is Auto in fifth now. LMP3 also still has Blue the Demon in the lead. That is a great thing to see. Dorkoto in second, Renashi in third. Purple in fourth, Neil in fifth despite the win. Violet Sky in sixth, and we have Purple, Neil, and Violet Sky all tied. Ellie in seventh, and KL6 in eighth. It's about to go next to round 6, Spa-Francorchamps. My favorite racetrack ever for these Ackerman Autos